Hey you guys, what is up and welcome back, or if you're new, hey girl, hey. So today, what are we doing today? Okay, so today I'm super excited because I'm going to be just doing a super natural, like soft glam look using all of my current drugstore favorites. This is all makeup that I've been loving, that I've been using for a while now. Most of it I've been using for a while. Some of this stuff is recently tested out and I've been loving. I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and if you enjoy videos like this, please leave a like, a comment, and a subscription before you go, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so if you have been watching my recent videos, and if you haven't, please go ahead and check those out. You'll know that I have been loving the Essence Hello Good Stuff Primer Serum. So I have really been standing by this for quite a while, just because I feel like right now my face needs like extra hydration before my makeup, and I just feel like this has been giving me that. I just really love the smell. It smells like it has blueberry extract in it. Oh gosh. So it smells like so good. And I just really like how it feels on my skin. Like when you first apply it, it literally feels like you're literally like blending water into your face. But then like as it dries, it just feels so nice on my skin. And that's why I like it so much. And then after that, a primer that I kind of recently tested out, maybe a few weeks ago, the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I have also been loving this so much, just to like really make the skin super tacky and make the makeup last as long as it can throughout the day. Just keep in mind, it definitely dries super fast. So like I just like to take it onto my fingers first and then start blending in the face, just because it dries so fast. I usually like to just apply this in the middle of the face, just because that's usually where like the makeup tends to like come off throughout the day. I ordered mine from Ulta, but I know they have it at Walmart because I was just at Walmart today, and they actually have like a lot of the new makeup releases that have been coming out, so I know Walmart has it. Up next for foundation, I have been really loving, especially right now during the winter time, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy foundation. I really love the Dewy one, again like I said, just because it's a super drying time of year, and I just really like to use products that are going to keep me feeling like hydrated and glowy and just lock in that dewiness. And this foundation is just always been there for me, so, and it's $5, you guys, like you can't go wrong. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out one of my recent videos where I compared this foundation to a similar like super high-end one. The results are pretty interesting, so if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. Up next for some contour and some color, I have really been loving the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and this one is in the shade Golden Days. And I pretty much just take like a blending brush like this, anything that's like super stiff, and I just take that and just tap it into the cheeks like this. I just love how beautiful that looks. And I also take this like on my forehead, on my temples. Okay, so up next for concealer, my favorite for a few years has been the e.l.f. Camel Concealer. I decided to branch out and try something new. So for today, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer. I just realized that sounded like I was about to say a whole other concealer, but anyway, so I decided to try out the satin finish one, and I love it just as much as I do the matte one. So yeah, recently this is what I have been loving. When winter first started this year, I decided I wanted to look for something a little bit more like hydrating, and I tested this out and loved it. So I'm not going to do much, just apply a little bit. And this one is in the shade Light Sand. I'm just doing the center of this face just like that. Oh my gosh, so pretty. So I blended that in, and as you can tell, I just really love that concealer because of the finish it gives to the skin. And yeah, I just really have been loving it. Up next, I'm going to go ahead and set the concealer, and for that I'm using my all-time favorite Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting powder. This one is in the shade Banana. It's a little bit of a yellow shade, which I really love. I just love the finish it gives to the skin, and I find that the setting powder isn't like super matte, so I don't find that it like necessarily like dries out my skin or anything, and it definitely gives like a natural finish. And I'm just gonna use this one to set my under eyes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of the face using this Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. I recently actually tested out this powder and I have been using it for a few days now. I know, a few days, I'm like, girl, how is that your favorite already? But honestly, guys, this is already a favorite of mine and I'm going to continue to use it. I really have been loving the way it makes my makeup last and look all day long. And I just really enjoy like how comfortable it feels on the skin. It's a super light setting powder and I just find that it makes the skin look super beautiful. And honestly, guys, I've fallen in love with this powder, so. And I know this is fairly new, but I did see it at Walmart today. And I believe it's like $4. So it's just like for $4, I mean, you can't really go wrong. And it's just amazing, honestly. Okay, so now to add some color back into the skin, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline City Bronzer. And I have this in the shade 300. This is a bit like dark for me right now, but I'm just going to go in with it super lightly, just to give some color back into the skin, just to add like a little bit of a bronzed look. Up next for blush, I'm gonna use the Milani Baked Powder Blush. This is in the shade Coralina. I really like the satin finish it gives to the skin. And guys, I just love a super corally blush. And then up next for highlight, I have been loving this Milani highlighter duo. I like going for this shade right here just because this one has a little bit of like a pink undertone. So I like this shade right here. It's a little bit more of like a rose gold undertone. And I like to lightly highlight the key points of my face using that. If you don't know, I got this in my Milani with Juicy Jazz holiday kits. This one is in the shade Spark Plug. Ever since I tested this out in the Milani with Juicy Jazz holiday kits, I have really just been loving it. So I definitely recommend this, and I just love that it comes with 2 shades as well. I literally just realized I completely forgot to do my eyeshadow at the beginning of the video. I'm going to be going in with the Milani We Did Something eyeshadow palette. I love this palette. Also came in the Milani with Juicy Jazz holiday kits. And I just really love this one because it's like super in like my comfort zone of shades. Super natural, neutral shades. I'm going to start off with this shade in the crease. And I'm just going to create something super quick, super natural. Up next, I'm going to go in with this deeper shade and just add that right over top. Just right in that crease area. Up next, I'm going to take this shade right here and I'm just going to take that with my finger and just apply that like right on my lids, just to give us like a pop of a shimmer in there. Then I'm just going to mix these 2 shades and apply those under my waterline, just right in there, just to bring the whole look together. I went ahead and put on some lashes. I know a couple of people have been asking me where my lashes are from, and these are from Amazon. They are the Jim Meyer Gorgeous Eyelashes, I guess. I don't know. They came in a 20 pack like this for only $10. And yeah, I've really been enjoying them. Moving on to lips, I recently tested out the e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams collection, so check out that video if you haven't. Part of the collection was this cookie crumble lip exfoliator. I have recently been loving this just to like clean the lips and exfoliate them before adding any type of lip products, just because I really like how it feels on the lips and how it leaves my lips feeling like super soft and moisturized. I still don't know if this is the proper way to use it, but I just feel like it like really exfoliates my lips. And then I'll just take my little cloth and just clean it off. So first up, I'll go in with the Ludicrous Matte Lip Crayon. I'll go ahead and use this to line my lips. Also just fill them completely in. I just really like how creamy this lip crayon is and I love the shade. Over top of that, I take the NYX Butter Gloss, and this one is in the shade Madeline. So I don't know, I have really been just loving this combo. I just think it's the perfect shade for me, like whether I'm like glam or natural. I just think it's so beautiful. It's glossy, it lasts a long time. Up next, I have the CoverGirl Natural Lash Gel, and I use this to brush out my brows, and this is just really just to keep my brows in place. Last but not least, setting spray. So my current favorite that I actually also recently, a little bit more recently tested out, but I have just been loving it. It's the Stay All Day Blue Light Micro Setting Mist by e.l.f. And I just love how it sounds too. That's probably part of the reason why I continue to use it, because it sounds like literal spray paint, like a spray paint bottle. I don't know, I just love that. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with this. So this is the final look. I hope you guys did enjoy this beautiful soft glam look using all of my current drugstore faves. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, a comment, and a subscription before you go, and I will see you all in my next one.